Turn to the North Suburban Conference. The Antioch Sequoits are in town to take on the red-hot Zion Benton ZBs. Tonight's ball game will be brought to you by Office Plus of Lake County in Waukegan on Glen Flora Avenue. It all adds up to your best value every single day. And by Ray Chevy and Oldsmobile in Antioch on Route 173. Double the selection, double the deal at Ray Chevy and Oldsmobile. Hi again, everyone. Dan Capasso, joined by the versatile one, Mitchell Smith. The second game under the lights here at Zion. The ZBs christened the lights against Crystal Lake Central 2 weeks ago, a game they won. In fact, they've won all three of their games against 1 and 2 Antioch. And Mitchell, you talked to Gary B. Ryder before the game. He's high on this year's team, and he is no stranger to the Zion program, although this is his first year at the head.
Yeah, it's his first year at the head, but he's very familiar with the Zion program, as he served as defensive coach and coach in another capacity under the tutelage of Rich Peterson, who was the varsity coach for the last several years, and he's looking for a real solid effort out of his ball club tonight.
Robert English set to kick off for Antioch, and he lets it go. And it'll be taken by Deron Battle. Ultimately ended up in the hands of Lennox Gowie, who will be today's starting running back. Let's take a look at that Zion offense, led by quarterback Josh Norvell. Norvell, the senior, the tailback, 24. You just saw him, Gowie. The fullback, Greg Adams, number 12. The wingback, 21, James McKinney. And the split end will be number 22, Sean Emerson. Gary B. Ryder, the tight end, a favorite target of Norvell. Up front, Jeff LaBelle will hover over the football today at the center position. The right guard is Ricky Hughes. The left guard is Paul Meyer. The tackles, Peter Plapp and Dennis Padgett. And in the background all night, you'll hear 35-year Zion veteran PA announcer Wendell Studebaker. It was nice talking to Wendell before the ball game. A lot of good stories, a lot of tradition here at Zion. Here's Norvell handing off to the tailback. It's Gowie. 5 yards off the ball, Mitch. Pretty good first play. Let's take a look at the defense of Antioch. We'll set that for you. The left end is Tim Sankis. The left tackle is Jason Bolton. Eric Voss at right end. The right tackle, Mike Dugan. The backers, Hughes, Johnson, Tournis, and Elfring. The cornerback is Brian Forth. The safety is Pat Ewert. And the cornerback is Brian Koch. Second down, 5. The pitch. Rios. Ridden out of bounds after a gain of about 3. Met up with Pat Ewert and company there. Our officials today, Ron Langietti is the referee. The linesman, Larry Motika. The umpire is Rick Yelton. The line judge is Paul Kaufman. And the back judge is Kevin Roach. Happy to be with you. Week 4. Star Channel football game of the week. Norvell handing off, first man through. And first down yardage for Zion. Ball carrier number 12, Josh Adams.
Dan, it's going to be important for Zion Benton to establish themselves on the ground tonight. Josh Norvell is a very talented quarterback. I don't know if he's what you would call your textbook passer, if you will, a guy who can just drop back and throw the ball 25 times a game. But he's effective in what he does and his leadership of the Zion Benton Ball Club. And hey, it's going to be important to see how well they get off tonight.
On 1st and 10, quick flip to Emerson. Sean Emerson to the outside and a gain of about 8. So exploited the man-to-man matchup over there. One-step drop, the pitch and catch, Norvell to Emerson.
Not only that, but Emerson's defender had a severe, a cushion that was just ungodly. I mean, almost 7-8 yards, and yeah, he's going to do that all night. That's just like stealing, Dan. If they're going to give it to you, you might as well take it.
Brian Forth, the defender, gain of 8 on the play. Second down, 2 yards to go for the Zion Benton ZBs. Here's the pitch to the near side. This is Gowie. Flags are down, and it's going to be a clip. The lead blocker, number 12 for Zion, Josh Adams, threw a block into the back of the defender.
Tell you what, the key on that play was Antioch's outside linebacker, Dan Elfring. He strung the play out all the way down the line, would not let the guy cut back inside to run the ball. And there you see number 24, Brian Koch, making the tackle on the play. And that's exactly how you have to play that particular play, especially when you're running to the wide side of the field on a pitch.
So the ball returns to Zion territory. They'll mark it on the 47-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and 14.
Tell you what, and Coach Beereiter has to be upset about that. These are what you call drive-killing penalties, and they've been moving the ball solidly, chewing up chunks and chunks of yardage. And tell you what, there's nothing that frustrates a coach more than having a penalty like that to snuff out a drive.
Norvell barks from the shotgun, flags in the air, and they won't get the play off.
Since it's dead from the snap, Dan, I'd imagine either a legal procedure penalty or a delay of game. Illegal procedure it is. They mark off another 5. And after having a pretty successful drive, ZBs have shot themselves in the foot on the last couple of plays, making it a 2nd and 20.
Zion had some penalty problems last week. Here's Gowie on the ground. He picks up 10 yards, back to the 47.
That was an interesting play. Also, a good play call on 2nd and long. I mean, it's one of those things where, hey, chances are you're not going to get all 20 yards back in one chunk. Get them back in bunches. And what they did is they were in the shotgun formation, and Norvell just to fake the toss and tucked it under to Lennox Gowie for the draw.
3rd down 10. Norvell from the shotgun with time over the middle. He's got his man McKinney, juggles, can't hang on.
Ooh, that's too bad, Dan, because he had his man open, and McKinney had the ball, hit him right square in the hands, and he just tried to run with the ball before he had possession of it. Here you see Norvell rolling out to the right just a little, fires across the middle. He's got McKinney, hits him dead in the hands, and look at him, he juggles, and then he's not able to come up with it. Tell you, a great defense on that particular play by the Antioch Sequoits.
Nick Kirikow, number 25. Here's a low snap, trouble. And the kick gets off. Pretty good kick given the situation. Scooped up there by Pat Ewert, who takes it down near the 20-yard line where Antioch will go to work. Our first look at senior quarterback David Gooch. Gooch will have Chris Schultz, Joe Day, Jeremy Grace in his backfield, and Antioch over the years goes with that quick offense. Likes to throw to Dan Weigel, number 85, up front. Mitchell, Bringer, Davinsky, Wisniewski, Ultis, and Potter.
Tell you what, Antioch's got some serious depth on that offensive line, so we'll see how well they play tonight.
Day, the ball carrier, for a gain of a couple around the right side. If you just joined us, it's Antioch and Zion. 9:05 left, first period. No score. Antioch in their first possession, looking to even up with the competition, coming in at 1-2. A winner last week over Chicago Harlan, their first win of the season. Gain of a yard in the last play. 2nd down 9. Here's Day squirting through. 1st down, Antioch.
Excellent play by the Sequoits. There you see the halfback right there, number 35, Chris Schultz. Just kind of jitterbug back there, hide himself behind those big offensive linemen and squirts himself free. And he's able to convert that into a 1st down.
Schultz, 5'6", 160-pound senior, low to the ground, good runner.
Kind of a water bug type, if you will.
1st down 10, Antioch. Motion near side. Schultz again. Look at Schultz slam through for a gain of about 6. You know, Gary Beereiter before the game, you talked to him, Mitch, and said Antioch's a good football team. You certainly can't look past the Sequoits, although what you'd consider the real meat of their schedule coming up, Antioch is certainly a fine football club.
Well, definitely, he realized that they had two right off the blocks. They had 2 tough opponents in Stevenson and Libertyville. Were not able to meet their goals in terms of winning those ball games.
This is Day for an Antioch 1st down. Sean Emerson caught up with him in the defensive secondary, but number 6, Joe Day, a 5'10", 155-pound senior running back, 2 carries for significant yardage.
Tell you what, Dan, and right now the Antioch Sequoits offensive line is just flat out winning the battle of the trenches. They're firing out, getting out on their blocks, and they're just taking it and shoving it right down Zion Benton's throat. Typical, classic smash mouth football, and you gotta love it.
Brett Mitchell is the tight end left. First man through. Good gain. Nothing fancy. Right up the middle. Ball carrier was Jeremy Grace, the junior fullback.
I see Del Peschauer still employing the no-huddle offense. And come the fourth quarter, if Antioch's able to sustain their drives, I mean, Zion is going to be one tired defense. And their tongues are going to be dragging on that grass out there. And it's going to open themselves up to some easy plays for the Antioch Sequoits.
2nd and 5 Day, the motion man off the option. The ball on the carpet. Zion says they have it, and they do. So Zion takes advantage of Antioch miscue, and that hurts if you're the Sequoits. You were really moving the ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, here you see the play, you see the fake to the up back, and then Chris Schultz never got that ball, and he got the handoff, or tried to get the handoff from Dave Gooch, and the ball just slipped right through his hands, and it was live, and Zion pounced on it, and it's a lucky break for Zion because Antioch, sure enough, was moving the ball on him.
7:10 left, first quarter, still no score. Flags again in the Zion backfield.
Usually when the dead ball situation, it's usually on the offense. We'll see.
Offsides by the ZBs.
And I guess one of the Zion Benton players lined up in the neutral zone, Dan, and that's something that you cannot have in games within your conference. The mental mistakes, the mental errors that can contribute to so many losses, if you will, especially in this particular conference where, I mean, everybody seems to be evenly matched.
1st and 15 for Zion. From their own 30, flags again. Norvell off the option, going to keep. Josh Norvell gains about 9, but it's probably coming back again. Eward on the stop for Antioch. And they were moving.
That's the second illegal procedure call tonight against Zion, and I'm sure Coach Beerider is going to have a word to say to his youngsters when they go into halftime. And these are, like I said, these are drive killers, Dan, and that's one thing you cannot have in this ball game, especially a conference matchup where both teams are evenly matched. And Antioch's playing with a vengeance tonight. They have absolutely nothing to lose.
1st and 20. Norvell pitches short side. Good stick on the near side. Antioch gang tackle, Mitch.
Wait, number 88, Dan Elfring, really rushed the play and came up and gave a swat to Lennox Gowie on that particular play. Let's take a look at the replay. We'll see that Norvell going down the line on the option. It's kind of tough to run it on the short side. There you see the pitch, and here comes Elfring. Boom! Right there for the stick.
6'2", 190. Danny Elfring. He brought the load. Up the middle. This is Josh Adams. Josh Adams will score for Zion.
Wow. You talk about quick, Dan. Josh Adams runs up the middle like a shot. Some 71 yards, Dan, on the scamper. Oh, man. And once he got into the secondary, you knew he had one man to beat. Pat Ewert tried to come up and cut him off with an angle, but Josh Adams just ran right past him and in for the score. And, wow, you talk about a momentum shifter. That was it, pal. Credit Zion for converting that turnover into some points.
ZB's to attempt the extra point. James Wyman, the left-footed sidewinder, sputters it through, and Zion has taken a 7-0 lead with 6:41 left here in the first quarter. Well, Mitchell, I was just about to talk about Zion's big offensive numbers. On the season, they put up 100 points, second only to Stevenson, who likes to roll it up. 109 points. Zion's defense has allowed 42, and you can see with running backs with the speed of Adams why they are so explosive.
Tell you what, anytime you can average 33 points a game your first 3 games, man, you are doing something well. Not only that, but your defense giving up an average of 14 a game, you will pretty much be successful. If you have an opportunity to roll up big numbers on your opponents, hey, you guys can pretty much hang with anything. And I think the quick strike capability of this Zion offense is going to be turning some heads in the North Suburban Conference if it hasn't already. I mean, Josh Adams just charged through there like a shot, and once he got into the secondary, he was gone.
71 yards from the line of scrimmage, and Zion is on the board. Wyman's boot taken at the 12-yard line. And you can see that the ZBs are fired up. Some great special teams play. And the hit made at the 22. Among the Zion tacklers was number 23, David Darden.
Tell you what, one of the keys that are going to right now is you'll see Del Peshawur's ball club. He has to tell his team, hey guys, look, we were moving the ball effectively. We had these guys on the ropes. We had the turnover. It was unfortunate. They came back and scored. Okay, put that out of our minds. Let's go back and attack like we had been.
Gooch going back to work. Stacked up line of scrimmage. Great Zion charge. 5 ZBs on the tackle. Last man off the pile is Darnell Rios, number 20.
Right now, we're going to see what kind of ball club Antioch is made of right now, Dan. They've got hit with a long touchdown, and we'll see how they respond.
Flags in the pile.
I think that
the
was
ball carrier met up with Freddie Scott, and we'll be calling Fred Scott's name quite a bit tonight. 5'9", 235-pound senior. It's against the Bees again.
And it was a face mask, and it looks like it may be the personal foul variety where it's 15 yards and an automatic first down, and that's exactly what the officials are marking off. And it's kind of unfortunate because Zion had stopped them on those 2 running plays and had them pinned in a potential third down and long situation, but now they get the automatic first down, and they let Antioch back into this drive.
Grace Schultz and Day in the backfield on the 33-yard line. The fullback, Grace. Quick burst up the middle for a gain of about 5.
I tell you what, if you're on Zion's defense, you have to be well-schooled in how the triple option works because you only have a limited amount of time to make a decision. There you see the ball is passed to the up-back, Grace, and before you know it, he's ripped off 5 or 6 yards and put them in a good position, second and short.
Rios and Paget on the stop. They go back to Grace. He barrels over the middle, picking up the Antioch first down.
There you see it again, quick hitters, and Grace is not very far from the line of scrimmage, so as soon as the ball is snapped, he gets the ball, and he's at the line of scrimmage already. He's got a full head of steam going, and it's tough to bring that guy down when he's got a full head of steam, and you just are now getting out of the blocks as a defender.
1st and 10 inside Zion territory. Here's Day looking for some yardage. He picks up about 5.
This is a good drive for the Sequoits, Dan. We talked about it and said that this will be a character builder to see how they respond to that turnover, and it looks like so far that they have responded in good fashion.
From the 44-yard line of Zion, David Gooch coming near side. Flags down, and Gooch belted out of bounds near the 35. The stop supplied by Duran Battle.
It may come back, though. That's a clip on the Antioch Sequoits, and that couldn't come at a more inopportune time. Like we said, man, those penalties, especially the 15-yard varieties, man, are drive killers. And that's one thing that you as a ball club, if you're 1-2 and you're struggling trying to get a win, that's something that you cannot allow. As we take a look, watch the left side of the screen right here. There you see the clip right there that the Antioch offender committed.
Second down, 25, Antioch. Gooch looking to throw, flipping it near side today. He's got blockers.
He's got a wide open, oh man.
Joey Day down to the 35-yard line. And Antioch will be 5 yards shy of the first down.
And
Great call.
I tell you what, Dan, it was a great call because that was Antioch's first pass of the night. They had run the ball every play that they had run offensively. They came with the misdirection, faked the belly play, dive up the middle, and came right back with the screen play to the left. And Day had just acres, green acres.
Check that, Mitch. I miscalculated the yardage. First down, Antioch. 4:36 left first quarter. Antioch looking to get back in this one. Here goes Gooch with blockers. Gooch looking to turn the corner. David Gooch. Pretty nice gain along the right side. So Antioch has established they can run. Their first drive snuffed out by a fumble. A penalty moved them back, but they surge ahead and are now lining up near the 30-yard line of Zion.
And I tell you what, Dan, it's important that you are able to run the football no matter if you're playing high school, college, pro, pee-wee, whatever. If you can run the football, you will be able to have some success.
Here's Gooch. Up the middle go the ZBs, or rather the sequoits with 4:14 left in the quarter.
Once again, credit the sequoits with dominating the line of scrimmage on this drive, much like they did last drive.
Third down, less than a yard. And time is called. Antioch timeout, sensing a crucial play here. Del Peshawar, or what do we have, an official's timeout?
I think we have an equipment problem. One of the number 76, Brian Dembensky for the Antioch Sequoits may have had an equipment problem, and the Coach Peshawar just threw in a substitution, just said, go in there and play this play. We'll try and get that equipment problem rectified. Crucial third down play right here, though, Dan.
Less than a yard. Antioch handing off, left halfback, first down. Schultz, the ball carrier. We talked about his ability to get low to the ground, necessary yardage.
I tell you what they did is they ran behind Jeff Bringer and number 67, Jason Jennison, for that first down, Dan, and they plowed a hole a mile wide, and he easily made the first down.
First and 10, Reggie Hughes split to the near side, and they go back to Schultz. Not going to get a whole lot this time.
See, Dan, what they're setting up Zion Benton to do, I feel, is that they got them real antsy, running the ball, just running. They've only had one pass play. Zion has looks like they have about 8 or 9 players in the box, which means it's 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, and they're susceptible to the pass.
Second and 8 from the 20. Up the middle they go with the fullback, and Gray slams through.
Tell you what, Antioch is coming out playing some inspired football, showing no ill effects of that turnover on their first drive. Now number 76, Brian Dembinski, has solved his equipment problem. He's back in the ball game. And it looks like Antioch's driving in for the score.
First and 10 from the 11. They go back to Grace. No stopping that guy.
I don't know how you feel about this, Dan. Everybody seems to think that running the football is a little bit boring, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But I tell you, when you can run the ball and you can run it effectively like Antioch has done so far tonight, there is nothing more pretty, in my opinion, than good smash-mouth football where you line it up and say, hey, we're going to try and run it down your throat. If you can stop us, stop us. If you can't, we'll run right over you. And that's all that Antioch's been doing.
On second down, here is Schultz. And he met up with a gang tackle at the 4-yard line, where it will be third down and about 3 yards to go. Let's talk about that offensive line. Give them the credit they deserve. It's Bringer, Dembinski, Wisniewski, Mitchell, Ultis, Potter, the Antioch front line.
And they've been firing off, sealing their blocks well tonight, Dan.
Big third down play. And Zion rises to the occasion.
That was a huge play by the Zion defense right there. Here you see Gooch fade back the pass, and he's wrapped up and contained by that Zion defense. And hey, looks like Del Peshauer is going to settle for a three-point attempt, or a field goal attempt, I should say. Three-point attempt. We're dealing with a little basketball there.
Robert English pacing it off from the 15-yard line. This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. And Antioch remains scoreless. A sloppy exchange. I don't even think he got the hold down.
You know, and that's tough, Dan. As we take another look at it here, we see the snap looks good. The hold looks good. Oh, and the kicker, or the holder rather, looks like he just dropped the ball. And those are some of the mistakes that you cannot afford to have. Antioch drove all the way down the field. And as we take another look at it, here you see the snap looked good, maybe a little high, but you got to help your kicker out on that particular play. Robert English received no help on that play, and it's unfortunate because the Antioch Sequoits drove all the way down there and they came up empty.
Zion coming back now on 1st and 10. Ball carrier was the speedy Josh Adams. We saw him break one for 71 yards to open the scoring. Lyman's PAT, that's where we're at, 7-0 with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second down and 4 yards to go from the 9-yard line. Another 3rd and 1.
End of the first quarter.
That'll end the first quarter of play. Zion Benton 7, Antioch nothing.
I can't believe the price on these folders. I've paid a lot more than this before.
That's our everyday low price here at Office Plus.
We use a lot of paper in our office, and this is always the best place to buy it.
And Office Plus will even deliver it right away. You could never have enough of these pens, especially at this price. For the prices you want on the supplies you need, you can count on Office Plus.
The new Office Plus of Lake County is truly your best value every day. Stop in soon.